Hello, Butterfly family. Hello, everyone. Thank you for checking my channel out. I'm deciding to do something a little fun for my butterflies out there. Make sure you hit that like and share, and subscribe for those that are newbies checking in. I decided to do something quite fun. I want to do a all zodiac sign for my butterflies for this new year prediction. Okay. I'm going to be using I'm going to change the style of the way I'm going to do this. I'm going to be using the Divine Radiant deck, which will give me an idea of what many of you can be expecting. Okay, these are positive, characteristics and aspects of you all, as well as I'm going to be using the Divine Shadow Self Oracle. That will let me know about those shadow aspects of many of you. And some can be quite severe than others. Let me just say that. I mean, everybody's dealing with their own shadow self. Many of you are healing from them, and many of you, you're still going through the motions. You're putting it on the back burner, and you don't want to face your issues nor your worst fears. But that being said, I'm also going to be using the angel deck as well. So, with that being said, we're going to start off first with Aquarius. Aquarius starts January the 20th and it ends February the 18th. So, we're going to start off with Aquarius first. And as I stated, this is a collective zodiac reading for this new year, 2023. For many of you, okay, you know who you are, Aquarius. Many of you are going to be feeling very grateful this new year coming in of 2023. Many of you are open, okay? Many of you are very helpful. Are you going to be very, very helpful this new year? Many of you are going to be operating in being graceful as well. Many of you are very fortunate this new year coming in, and many of you are very courageous. So if you were like once like closed off, being a closed off individual, like you're gonna start opening up. And many of you are gonna be feeling like this new year. Fortunate. Let's see what else. Alrighty. Aquarius. Mm. None of this is in divine order, okay? I always say let things play out. When you come back to this video, you'll say, Sister Corinne, I was definitely resonating with that message. That was on time. Many of you are compassionate. Many of you are in the phase of learning. So the way I see it, many of you probably doing a lot of research or you planning on going to school. Many of you are optimistic. Many of you are very hopeful this new year. And many of you are in love. If the love bug haven't hit you yet, it will this new year. And many of you are free spirit. You know who you are. Alrighty. Let's get to your shadow energies. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. year, 2023. Collective reading for Aquarius this new year, 2023. All right. Now, there are timelines to my readings. Let me just say that. So many of you, if you're not presently experiencing this, you know, don't forget about this reading, okay? Always come back to it so you can reflect on it for this new year, okay? Many of you are going to be experiencing entanglement. This lets me know that you are either presently dealing with this or you will be this new year. Many of you are going to be dealing with entanglement. This is being with someone. This speaks about a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic, okay? And also, I think about entanglement. I think about some cheating also. Many of you are going to be feeling like this, pretty much in a situation, feeling trapped and stuck. It can be a relationship or it can be a job, a dead end job, or maybe you're feeling burnt out, okay? But what comes to mind is feeling trapped and stuck in a situation or a relationship. Many of you are dealing with this, brainwash. Many of you are going to be hearing a little bug in your ear about some gossip this new year. Many of you are going to be experiencing this. Many of you are operating in this selfishness. Many of you are going to be experiencing this being disagreeable. Many of you are going to be feeling like this new year, feeling empty for whatever reason. I think about someone that's having, fear-based thoughts, negative thoughts. You're not going to be feeling good about yourself at all. You don't feel whole. You can't see light at the end of the tunnel. So for whatever reason, I think about, somebody experiencing disappointments, okay? Many of you, arrogance. Many of you operating ego bound this new year. Still carrying that energy. Many of you, bias. And many of you, disconnection. Feelings of disconnection. And if you're not feeling like that, time will tell, but it looks like many of you are going to be distancing yourself, from people, withdrawing, shall I say. Or it can be due to relationships, That connection may not be like this, like it once was, okay? All right. I'm going to use the angel deck real quick. Let me see what's going to come out. Well, the Aries, what you can be expecting this new year. Collective reading for Aries. Collective reading for Aries this new year. 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 Okay. Hold on, family. I'm dropping cards. Okay. I'm normally I can normally I read cards like upside down, but I'm not gonna do it for this reading. Okay, just take that which resonate. I have here for Aries. I'm sorry for Aquarius. I apologize. Page of air, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays, or change to plans, truth delivered without facts. Knight of air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless, events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solution. Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, witty, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. So many of you are going to be doing a whole lot of detoxing this new year, whether it be people, backing out from people that no longer serve you, backing out from toxic people. Just bring some big changes. It can be also if many of you have addictions, okay? Like many of you are going to be backing out from a lot of these so-called addictions that no longer serve you as well, okay? So anyway, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. Then we have five of water, things not turning out the way you hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Now, this can be due to a relationship, let me just say that, or, feelings of disappointment due to, a situation, all right? Something that just didn't go as planned as you had hoped. All right, Aquarius, sending you my love. Wish you all the best this new year. Okay, this was a collective reading, but please know, I'm sure many of you definitely related to a lot of these messages that came out, especially when I use the radiant deck and the shadow deck. Okay, so take that which resonate. Okay, Pisces starts February the 19th, ends March the 20th. I think I'm gonna do like three zodiac signs. I'm not gonna do all of them, just three zodiac signs, and kind of chop them up, okay? So this video won't be too long. Okay, let's see what we have for Pisces. What are those divine radiant radiant aspects of Pisces this new year 2023? What are those radiant aspects of collective Pisces that are watching me for this new year 2023? Let me see here. Pisces. This new year, Pisces. Pisces, this new year. All right, none of these is in divine order. Let me see here. Okay, I have an extra one. All right, many of you are very independent, or you will be independent this new year coming in. Either you are present independent or you're going to be exercising your independent this new year, 2023. Many of you are very family oriented. Many of you are enthusiastic. Many of you are dotting, and I love this quality. This is someone who doesn't do a whole lot of saying, I love you. They show it, okay? Many of you are going to be feeling encouraged this new year. According to the spirit, many of you are intelligent. Many of you are going to be operating being very brave this new year. Or this can actually be your characteristic, okay? Many of you are going to operate in abundant this new year. Many of you are very nurturing. Many of you are going to be feeling very confident. Or maybe you're already feeling confident. Many of you are feeling very, many of you are faithful. All right, Pisces is in the house. Many of you are grounded. And if you're not, you will be this new year, okay? Grounded. Getting grounded. And many of you are very affectionate. Now we're ready to switch the gear. I'm going to use the Divine Shadow Self Oracle. So we saw the radiant aspects of many of you. Now we're going to look at those shadow aspects of many of you. And once again, these are those aspects of, either you have healed from your past, wound due to childhood wounds, okay? You've been putting the work in, or you're still, putting a band-aid on it, okay? Due to self-medicating, whether it be drugs or alcohol, sex, workaholic, whatever the case may be, okay? It will show up here. All right. Pisces, divine shadow self energy for this new year, collective. That's a lot. That's a lot, Pisces. Hold on. And when these cards fall, definitely pay attention to them, okay? None of these are in divine order. Just pay attention. But I will say, a lot of these shadow energies, I don't like what I'm seeing. Let me see here. Okay. I have here many of you either in the present you are experiencing this or look like you're going to be experiencing this aggression. Many of you will be dealing with sabotage. This could be self-sabotage due to how you're moving out here. So be mindful how you're moving out here. And many of you, due to self-sabotage, you put others' needs before yours, okay? You pretty much put you on the back burner and you think about others as far as being, you're not selfish, but also self sabotage can be in a not so good way as well. Okay, so watch your thoughts. Make sure you keep your thoughts positive now. Okay, watch how you're moving out here, as well as attracting good people to you. I have here destruction, and this can be due to how you're moving out here. So I always say, stay on that wide path now. That's the path of destruction. That's the path that have you so distracted. You're not paying attention to people or your surroundings. Or you can self sabotage yourself. Next, I have disrespectful. This can be your energy, Pisces, or or somebody might cross your path being very disrespectful to you. Next, I have flighty. So many of you are easy to get upset. Many of you are feeling awkward, or this new year you're going to be feeling awkward for whatever reason. Remember, this is a collective reading. Many of you are operating callous, showing no emotions. Now, this can be due to, I think about self-medicating, if you know what I mean, due to not showing emotions, maybe being withdrawn, or could be drinking or doing some drugs, whatever. And I can get this also if you like, when it comes to addiction, if you like smoking weed also, or self-medicating when it comes to abuse of prescription drugs as well. Many of you gonna be feeling conflicted, pretty much. Many of you either experiencing this now or it like you will be. Okay, abuse, it can be abuse of power. This can be, towards you all, okay, that resonate with this, or many of you could be, experiencing this as well, some kind of form of abuse. It can be verbal abuse, it can be physical abuse, whatever the case may be. But abuse is abuse. Many of you aloof, okay, coming out quite distance like. Now, also, like I said, with that abuse, I think about addictions as well, okay, or abuse of power. Many of you will be feeling emotionally drained, dealing with emotional blackmail. Many of you are going to be experiencing coercion. That's the one that trying to, get you to do something, trying to force to get you to do something, okay? Experiencing coercion. Or this could be many of your energy. Many of you could be operating in this. And many of you could be experiencing being in a dark place. Okay. I think about that word empty. It came out in the other rating. Okay. Now also I think about dark. Many of you could be in the dark about something. Okay. Many of you are not receiving clarity about something. So I think about somebody could be keeping something from you. You're in the dark. All right, Pisces. You know your personal situation now. Just take that which resonate. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to use the angel deck. Remember, this is a collective reading for this new year. So keep this video, saved somewhere so you will always come back to it. Collective reading for Pisces this new year, 2023. Collective reading for Pisces this new year for 2023. Collective reading for Pisces this new year for 2023. Thank you, Spirit. All right. That one just jumped out. Okay, up at the head, I have the Empress, Archangel Gabrielle. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. And I think about when I saw that sabotage card, I thought about self sabotage. You know, like I said, that can also be someone that's, denying themselves and they putting others, you know, first. But this says lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So don't be denying yourself on this new year, okay? A lot of times the spirit give us little suggestions and little advice, that can help you along your way this new year. So keep that in mind, okay? So like I say, give birth to your dreams and nurture yourself and others. Next, I have King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity works. Nine of Fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Do you hear that, Pisces? Protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. And don't let nobody take from you what is rightfully yours. Next, we have the High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Do you hear that? Next, we have Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging. a new area of studies. So maybe many of you are planning on, going back to school this new year, or are you doing some more research in a different field? Release, Archangel Azrael, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Now, many of you this new year, this is the time for many of you to release. Okay, release and let go of those things that no longer serve you. Whether it be relationship that's going in circles, that dead end job. Um, I'm sure many of you are probably feeling burnt out, whatever the case may be, or the situation not serving you, or maybe you have outgrown that relationship. But it's time for many of you to release, okay? And especially those emotions that have not been serving many of you. Many of you are dealing with a mental conflict, and that's someone that has the inability to get over something or someone. So when many of you get to that place of finally releasing and let go, yeah, it's going to definitely be a big weight off of you, and it will definitely help you to get to that place of moving forward instead of looking back, okay? So the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So many of you are going to be releasing this new year and moving on. And this is a collective reading for Pisces, okay? I wish you all the best, but at least you have an idea, because what you be expecting, okay? But many of you, it's some good news about financial matters, and you know who you are. And I know tax time coming up, so it could be talking about that, or could be talking about who knows, maybe a bonus, raise, you know, um, inheritance, who knows, okay? But many of you have some good news about financial matters that's on the way. Okay? So keep all of that in mind. All right, Pisces, I wish you all the best. Much love to you. And thank you for checking in. All right. Last, I'm going to do Aries. Starting March the 21st, ends April the 19th. So, hello, Aries. Hello, Aries. Hello, hello. I'm going to start off using the Radiant deck, Aries. This will give me an idea about the many of your character, even though this is a collective reading, okay, for this new year. Um, See if I can get an idea of what maybe you can be looking forward to this new year. Collective reading for Aries. Hold on. Let me see. All right. None of this is in divine order. You know whose you are. You know your characteristics. And this is a collective reading for Aries. So keep that in mind. All right. Thanks, Spirit. Okay. According to the Spirit, many of you are very assertive. Many of you are empowered. If you're not feeling like this, you will be this new year, feeling very empowered. I think about many of you are going to start getting your power back, okay? If many of you are feeling powerless, this new year you're going to start getting your power back. So feeling very empowered, blossoming this new year coming in. According to Spirit, many of you are very hardworking. I see you, Aries. Many of you are very patient. Many of you are very friendly. My mom is an Aries, so I know this is true. Okay. Many of you are very intuitive. So whatever you're feeling, please go to your gut instinct. Stop going by what you think. Definitely go by what you know. Okay? It will not stir you wrong. So the fact that I'm seeing this right here, yeah, many of you are very intuitive. So continue to listen to that still voice. Many of you are divine. Many of you are awakened. I don't know if many of you have been experiencing, spiritual awakening due to a dark night of the soul. Not everybody has a dark night of the soul, but many people start off like that, and then they start, having a spiritual awakening. But you know who you are. Many of you are gentle. Many of you are in love. Now, if you're not experiencing this new year coming in, it looks like you're going to be experiencing this. And maybe many of you are already in relationships. And if you're not, maybe you're falling in love with yourself. And that's a wonderful thing, okay? It starts with you. When you love yourself, you draw that what you feel about yourself, you draw it to you. So anyway, many of you are in love. If not with anybody, maybe you are in love with yourself or in love with a new project, but you definitely, feeling this love sensation, coming over you. And many of you are very knowledgeable. That's right, Aries. I see you out there. Let me see any more. Aries, collective reading for Aries for this. Oh my goodness, for this new year. Hold up, family. Uh, when they flip over, I do acknowledge them. Yeah, this one. Okay, hold up. I have two of them. No, three that have fallen. If I can find it. Give me a minute. Okay. Many of you are euphoric. Many of you are enthusiastic. Many of you are curious. And many of you are very truthful. Okay, let's go to the shadow aspect. All right, Aries. Now, when it comes to divine shadow self oracle, this will give me an idea about, those wounds, those issues that many of you could be healing from, or you're putting it on a shelf and you're not dealing with it. Okay, you don't want to face your issues. Let's see what the spirit has to say about you, Aries, when it comes to those shadow aspects of you this new year. Collective reading for Aries this new year of 2023. Collective reading for Aries this new year of 2023. Now, many of these Aries, many of these right here, if you're not present experiencing these, it could be something that you might be dealing with this new year because there are timelines to my reading, okay? So keep that in mind. You might say, well, I'm not resonating with that right now. Yeah, not right now, but there are timelines to my reading. So it's something about threes, okay? 3, 6, 9, 12 days, weeks, okay, even months. You might have seen some of this playing out, so keep that in mind. Collective reading for Aries this new year of 2023. Mm. I'm just checking. A lot of times when they flip over, I will acknowledge them. Oh boy, and none of this is in divine order, okay? Collective reading for Aries for this new year, 2023. Collective reading for Aries this new year, 2023. All righty. Remember, this is a collective reading. Take that which resonate, okay? Okay. Many of you may be experiencing some rejection. Either you are presently experiencing this, okay, you know who you are for this new year. Either you are presently experiencing this or you will be in some form of fashion. Rejection. It just depends on what this means to you. Many of you, if you're not carrying this energy of being a bully, this could be a past energy of many of you, okay? Or maybe many of you have experienced, or maybe many of you might be experiencing this new year, okay? I think about on these jobs. It's always that one, if you know what I mean, trying to run everybody. We have here trauma. Many of you, if you're not presently experiencing trauma, which I don't wish on nobody, okay? But I'm just showing it, trauma. Many of you, this could be your energy being very vindictive. Or maybe many of you might experience this new year. It's either many of you, your energy, or whomever that may cross your path that you'd like to get close to you. It can be their energy, okay? It pretty much the spirit gives you something to look forward to, or what you can expect, okay? It's either your energy or whomever that you'd like to get close to you that can affect you in a negative way. Okay, I have disrespectful. I showed that. We have your accusations. So I think about someone being accused of wrongdoing. So many of you could be accusing somebody of wrongdoing, or somebody might be accusing you of wrongdoing. I think about cheating. Okay, it could be cheating, stealing, you name it. We have here callous. This is someone that's showing no emotion. I have here empty, and these two go hand in hand. This is someone who doesn't feel fulfilled at all. It's like they lost their juice. Their thoughts are dark. Their thoughts are negative. They're having fear-based thoughts. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're not in a good place at all, feeling empty. Many of you could be experiencing this aggression. Either you're presently going through this or you will be. Aggression, ignorance. Now, according to the spirit, many of you are very intuitive, so I would suggest that you listen to that still voice, okay? I'm trying to remember that the word intuitive come out. It could have been the last reading. Could have been the last reading. But anyway, you know who you are. Just make sure many of you, it's just still voice. Don't go by what you think, okay? Try to go by what you know. And don't be trying to second guess, your thoughts. Whatever you feel, go with it. Next, I have bias. So this might end up coming up, okay? Right here, I have evasive. For many of you, you're avoiding commitment, okay? So if many of you are in relationships, if this to be coming up evasive, many of you could be seeing somebody that's on the side. Or if this is an energy outside of you, someone that you'd like to get close to you, like a platonic friendship or a lover, whatever the case may be, maybe they are avoiding commitment. You know who you are. Right here, drugs. I can get this if it's smoking weed or abusing prescription drugs. I can get this, okay? Many of you are feeling helpless for whatever reason. Many of you are not in a good place. I'm surprised I didn't get the word depression, okay? Cause even with empty, this is the one who's feeling very depressed and hopeless. Okay, many of you feel like this, very depressed and hopeless for whatever reason. It's like someone took a rug and snatched it from under your feet. Okay, many of you are brainwashed, or you could be doing somebody else like this that you could be involved with. Now, if many of you are not carrying this energy of a bully, this could be an energy that somebody's, is throwing their weight at you, okay, being a bully. And I think about relationships, okay? People that you allow to get close to you. That's, how do they say, being very disrespectful. And I think I showed this already, vindictive. All right, I'm going to use the angel deck real quick. And just take that which resonate. You can always come back. Let me see. You can always come back and watch this video over again, okay? Because things have to play out. Keep that in mind. Let me see something. A lot of these flipped over. So this is such a collective reading. Let me see what's going to come back out. Hold on. Collective reading for Aries. Yeah. Collective reading for Aries. Okay. I'm going to stop right there. Hold on. Yep. Okay, many of you are going to be coming out defensive. So it's like for me to see this right here, there's gonna be some accusations, okay? But it's gonna be towards many of you, or somebody else gonna be feeling defensive. It could be many of you, accusing somebody of wrongdoing. It's either you doing the wrongdoing or somebody else doing the wrongdoing. But many of you gonna be feeling very defensive, okay? I have here dark. Many of you, are not in a good place, okay? If you're not experiencing this, you might end up be experiencing this new year for whatever reason. Cause things can happen in life, okay? Can have you feeling like this. Also, I think about maybe you in the dark due to someone is not, someone is keeping you in the dark as far as not telling you the truth, okay? You're not receiving clarity or the truth about a situation, okay? So many people in the dark when it comes to that. I have coercion, okay? Using force or threats, trying to persuade someone to do something. I have here ambivalence, okay? Many of you have mixed feelings about something or a situation or someone. I have closed off. Many of you are going to be feeling to where you're not going to want to share your thoughts and feelings with anybody. You're going to keep it to yourself. You're pretty much shutting down to where you're not letting anybody in, okay? And I can't tell you what to do, but please talk to somebody, okay? When you start feeling like this. And remember, we saw the word empty also, okay? And I also I thought about many of you could be experiencing feeling some type of way due to a loved one could have transitioned. It could have happened recently, okay? But anyway, maybe a loved one is on your mind and have you feeling like this. That could have recently passed. And I have here internalizing, you're taking things in. All right, Aries. Last thing we use the angel deck real quick for you. This is a collective angel reading for my Aries. Collective angel reading for my Aries. Collective angel reading for my Aries. Collective angel reading for my Aries for this new year 2023. Hold up. Collective angel reading for my Aries for this new year. Collective angel reading for my Aries this new year. Okay. All right, Aries, are you ready? We have here Ace of Water. For many of you, this new year, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So many of you might be doing some moving this new year, okay, of 2023. And also that word again, in love. So many of you, if you are present in a relationship, look like many of you are going to be falling hard this new year, okay? So anyway, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. So it could be a rekindle relationship with the ex, might end up coming back into many of you of your lives, okay? But anyway, take that with you resonate, all right? I'm gonna read that again. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. Next, we have Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So many of you, yeah, you're doing a whole lot of reflecting, and many of you going back down memory lane. Also, thinking about your past. It could be, uh, childhood, friends that you came up with. Um, you could be reminiscing about an ex. Lord knows. But anyway, many of you are going to be doing a whole lot of reflecting this new year and a whole lot of romanticizing. And a lot of times, when I think about the word romanticizing, I think about, you think about that ex, okay? Just make sure you use your intuition regarding that, okay? Next, I have Five of Air. A unwise choice. Oh my God, this is the spirit is on it. Five of Air, a unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motive. Okay? Yeah, definitely keep this in mind. Okay? So whenever this situation arises, okay, many of you know what this is all about. It has here review everyone's motive. Okay? Let me see something. Hold on. Five of Air. I just want to make sure maybe you receive clarity when it comes to this card, okay? This situation hasn't worked out the way you hope, but you can try again. Your power lies not in how all the chips fall, but in how you handle yourself moving forward. You may now feel that the cost of this venture is too high. Carefully evaluate the way events have transpired in order to gain valuable lessons for your future. Someone in this situation isn't coming from a place of integrity. The desire to win is so strong that this individual will ignore others' needs, review everyone's motive, including your own, and do what you can to foster a win-win solution. Additional meaning, unwise choices, a desire for revenge, thinking only of oneself, gloating. All right, Aries, you heard that message. So keep this in mind. Five of Water, things not turning out the way you hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Nine of air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So many of you are going to be experiencing a lot of worrying, okay? And remember, this is a collective reading. So many of you are not experiencing this now, and I pray that you won't be experiencing this. Many of you will be. Okay, like I said, many of you are going to be feeling like a rug was snatched from up under your feet. Okay, for whatever reason, due to life. Okay, um, but if many of you are expecting, you know, some news or whatever the case may be. Many of you, I'm sure, have been doing a whole lot of tossing and turning at night, okay? Having fear based thoughts and just negative thoughts, okay? I would suggest many of you to try to, renew your mind, think positive and try to be in the now instead of thinking about your problems, you know, just try to be in the now and be in a state of gratitude, for what you do have and being in gratitude, try to think of something good, okay? Try to think of something good instead of constantly worrying. But anyway, this is for somebody, okay? Expecting the worst, self fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. Seven of water, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So many of you have a decision to make and you're doing a whole lot of procrastinating. Page of air, logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without fact. Do you hear that? And remember, we saw that word dark when I used the shadow deck. So, see, many of you are in the dark about something, okay? Many of you are in the dark about something. Like somebody is keeping something from many of you, okay? Now, when the time comes, you end up finding out who that is, okay? Challenging information, delays, or change the plans, truth delivered without facts. And you know how everybody want receipts. That ain't true. Where the receipts? But it says truth delivered without facts. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to read up on one more for you. Expecting the word, self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. I'm going to read nine of air. Positive thinking is essential right now. Your own obsessive negative thoughts are the true culprit behind the trouble you fear. Release your guilt and realize that regret is a waste emotion. Turn your attention to the amazing possibilities for the future and leave the past behind. If you're having unpleasant dreams at this time, write them in a journal, bless them for their desires to inform you, and then send them to the angels. If depression is an issue, encourage those affected to seek professional counseling. Additional meaning, sleeplessness, racing thoughts, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, worry, stress, related illness. And I'm going to read Page of Air. Situation, you'll likely receive new information that presents a challenge or delays. The message may come from someone who speaks bluntly and without thoughtfulness, but don't take it personally. What's important is the message, not the messenger. People, a youth who's often intelligent, honest, and endless curious, a person who's analytical with a brilliant intellect, and who can reveal the truth behind the situation, fair, logical, unemotional, impulsive. Additional meaning, a new challenge. a contract or agreement, constructive criticism, legal matters, and gossip. There you have it, Aries. Now, a lot of this right here, I know it wasn't really pleasant to listen to, but this is a collective reading. So take that what you resonate. And remember, there are timelines to my readings, okay? Everything is not applied to everybody. Everybody's situation is different. But I wish you all the best, family. So keep in mind, 369 days. Many of this can be playing out or weeks, or definitely within months. But please feel free to come back, watch this video as much as you like to see if any of this has, you know, manifested because there are timelines and things have to play out. I wish you all the best, Aries. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Aquarius, for coming through. Thank you, Pisces, for coming through. Peace and love to you all. And bye for now.